Greetings, travelers. Happy St. Patty's Day from us here at the Getaway Gang. Hope you're all having a wonderful St. Patrick's Day so far. I know. COVID-19 is putting a dampener on this holiday as well as the entire spring right now. And, we just want to say between Paul and I that we're on top of this. There's a lot of closures, lots of suspendings, a lot of things going on in the cruising world and the travel world, and a lot of questions being asked. As many of you know already, you can call Paul or me. We'll be able to answer your questions and stay on top of it and get you the answers. If we don't have the answers already, we'll definitely get them for you. So we'll get through this together. But we are in the business of dreaming, and we're going to dream about Ireland today. Isn't that right, Paul?
It is right, and I'm super excited to do just that and not talk too much more about coronavirus because we're all aware of it by now. But I did want to add one thing, and that is, even if you haven't booked with us or you had a trip that wasn't booked with us, we can help you. We want to help you. Our job is being your advocate. And right now, it's tough to get a hold of your cruise line or your travel supplier or Costco, the C word, but we can help you. So give us a call.
It's a great big world out there. There's lots of stuff to see and lots of stuff to dream about. And we know exactly where you are right now. You might have a little bit of cabin fever. You might be shut in right now. It's a little bit worrisome, but
we got to dream.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. We're going to help you guys dream. And so we're going to talk about Ireland today. Paul went to Ireland a few years ago. He's going to talk about it a little bit, and then I'm going to give you a list. As you know, on our VIP page, if you're on our VIP page on Facebook, I usually present a slideshow that goes over a few days. We just finished up one that I posted for my birthday. It was a pretty long one. It was 50 places to see before you turn 50. I've had a lot of good response from that. A lot of people really like those articles, those links. So one today, you may have saw it already. It's called the Irish Bucket List, and I got it from a website that's called Ireland Before You Die. So check them out. They've got a lot of great tips. They're a local website in Ireland based on Irish tourism. But they had this article that I'm going to be posting on our group page for the next 15 days. It's going to be the 25 best things to do in Ireland, the Irish Bucket List. I'm going to go over them real quick, Paul, if that's okay.
That sounds good, and we'll see how many that I managed to hit in my trip. So. Right,
there we go. So number one, it was posted earlier today, was visit the most northern point of Ireland, Malin Head, in Donegal County, the most northern part of the island up there. And then number two is the most southern point of Ireland, Browhead, in County Cork. Number three is one of the most beautiful places to visit in Ireland, Dingle in County Kerry, which consistently ranks as one of the most beautiful places in Ireland. And National Geographic called it the most beautiful place on earth one time. So Dingle is beautiful. Number four, Killarney National Park is on the list, Ireland's most beautiful national park. It's in Kerry County. Or County Kerry, I'm not sure how they say it. They always put the code. County Kerry. Number five, of course, is the Giant's Causeway in Northern Ireland. You got to check that up. It's up there on Bushmills. Then there's the Peace Wall in Belfast. There was three massive walls separate two communities in Belfast. The walls were built during the period called the Troubles. I think we've talked about that on a show before. That sounds familiar, where there were sectarian riots. So now it's changed, but the wall still remains. Worth a look. Experience the winter solstice at Newgrange. That's a bucket list item right there. Newgrange is a settlement up north where the passage, the chamber, marks the winter solstice sun. So that's worth checking out. Number 8 on the list was Guinness Storehouse, Dublin. See where the black stuff is made. That's always a highlight of any beer fans. As a matter of fact, I forgot to show you guys. I'm enjoying a pint right now.
And I've got my coffee cup that I got at the Guinness Storehouse. It does have coffee in it, but just so you know, I am prepared for later.
Oh,
So,
Sláinte, my friend.
Sláinte.
All right, number 9 is visit the graves of Ireland's most famous people at uh, Glasnevin Cemetery in Dublin. Number 10 is go to Ireland's biggest race, the Northwest 200, which is a motorcycle race held each May. So that was on the list. Number 11, visit Ireland's most famous attraction, the Cliffs of Moher. 12 is have a pint of in the oldest bar in Ireland and the world, Sean's Bar. Paul, did you happen to catch Sean's Bar while you were there?
I did not go to Sean's
I
bar. I'm
cannot
sad to say.
believe this bar is over 1,000 years old. They've got records of serving beer all the way back to 900 AD.
Yeah.
Can you imagine chamber pots in the corner? Signs outside asking patrons to check their swords, please. I mean, this thing's been around for a long time, and there's records of every owner of the pub all the way back to the 10th century. So that's something to see if you're a history fan and a beer fan. Number 13, the world's most haunted castle, Leap Castle in Roscree, County Offaly. Leap Castle is widely recognized as one of the most haunted castles in the world, and they've got a number of specters. The most terrifying being a small hunched creature whose apparition is accompanied by a rotting stench of decomposing corpse and the smell of sulfur.
Oh.
Yes, of course.
Sounds like after eating White Castle, but
yeah, we might we might touch on that one again in October. Visit the Ireland's most beautiful waterfall, Glencoe Waterfall. That's number 14 on the list. Number 15 is to climb Ireland's tallest mountain, and I'm going to slaughter this one, but I've already tried it. Carran Tuhill in County Kerry. Carran Tuhill, I think, is the it's part of the. This is even better. The McGillicuddy Reeks Range.
Oh,
McGillicuddy Reeks Range. I told Paul before I read this, I'm going to slaughter half these names. I know.
Hey, and I think I can't be much help. So.
Number 16, walk across Ireland's famous rope bridge in Curricarita, which is in County Antrim. I think I'm saying that right. Curricarita. It's a rope bridge that goes across a valley there, and it's pretty popular, and you can walk across it for a fee. Number 17, visit Ireland's most beautiful beach. Believe it or not, Ballymastocker Beach in Donegal is one of the most beautiful beaches in Ireland, and very sandy, extensive, huge beach. Lots of great spots there. Number 18, visit Ireland's most famous prison, Kilmainham Gaol, I think it's called Gaol, which is jail, where we get the word jail.
Kilmainham Jail.
Yeah, exactly. It's spelled Gaol though. So, but yeah. It's Paul. How did you remember that? Kilmainham or what? Something.
Kilmainham Jail.
Kilmainham. Yes, exactly.
Kilmainham. Yeah, no, close enough. But I actually locked Stephanie up in one of the cells there, but that's a story for another time. So.
Oh, there we go. 19. Go to Ireland's biggest game, the All Ireland GAA final in Croke Park in Dublin. Now, anyone who loves sports will love GAA, and Paul and I, of course, love sports. It's an Irish sporting association that organizes and maintains 2 sports. Gaelic football, which I need to check out, Paul, because I don't know anything about Gaelic football, and hurling. So that sounds like a fun race here. Yeah, exactly. They said so. We got to check out that big game. When does it happen? It doesn't say, of course. So, but we'll have to at least check out Gaelic football. Number 20. Watch Ireland's most iconic dance, the River Dance. Everybody's heard of River Dance. It burst on the scene in the mid-90s and took the world by storm. Right around after its boost of popularity, a couple of people started a stage show in Dublin, which opened in 1995 and has been running continuously since. So check out River Dance in Dublin. 21 on the list is to touch the 1916 bullet holes of the GPO in Dublin. The General Post Office was the headquarters of the Irish Rebellion in 1916. And there was a fierce battle fought there, and there are still bullet holes in the wall there.
I touched them.
Yeah. Number 22, I don't recommend this, but kiss the Blarney Stone. Well, at least go look at it, maybe wave at it, right, Paul, or do an elbow bump with it.
You gotta wave at the Blarney Stone from 6 feet away. So
that's right, or blow it a kiss, maybe, or maybe
right.
not. Blow, if anybody's yeah, we don't want to get the Blarney Stone sick, right? No, all joking aside, it's been there since 1446, and people say if you kiss it, you're blessed with the gift of gab, which obviously Paul and I have. I haven't kissed it yet, but I've already been blessed with it. So
I have no problem with that.
yeah, no, all right, exactly. Number 23, visit Ireland's most scenic ruins, Dunlace Castle. Dunlace is a beautiful spot. It's in Bushmills up north as well. Number 24, visit the world's oldest distillery, Old Bushmills Distillery, same area. It's where Bushmills whiskey is made, Irish whiskey, but we do prefer Jameson better. And number 25, visit Ireland's most beautiful lake, Glendalough Lake in Wicklow. So that's the bucket list. I just blew through that right there. So keep an eye.
List, gotta say,
yeah, so. It is. Keep an eye on it on our VIP page, and you'll see pictures with every single entry over the next few days to the end of the month. So, Paul, did I hit any of the spots that you went to? We already talked about a couple.
Well, yeah, absolutely. I definitely hit some of those, and it's funny. I don't know. I was trying to count up in my head, but at least 10 or 12 of them. So that I was able to go to, and then ones that were on the list and didn't make the cut. We unfortunately didn't get the chance to go to Northern Ireland at all. So like Giant's Causeway and up in Donegal and the Bushmills stuff, we didn't get a chance to experience that. And we didn't get a chance to go to Southwest Ireland, which is where Dingle Peninsula is, and the Ring of Kerry, and some of those just idyllic, beautiful locations. And it's mainly because, well, we only could do so much. I think we were there about 10 or 11 days. And we decided to go about it without a car. And that was sort of the way that the decision that shaped our trip the most, because number one, almost all of the vehicles in Ireland are stick shift, and I am lame and don't drive a stick shift. Number two, you have to take on extra car insurance because, of course, they do drive on the opposite side of the road than us. There are a lot of really tight lanes and country roads and opportunities to destroy your vehicle. So the insurance is kind of high. And also there were 6 of us on the trip. It was me and Stephanie, my mom, and then our friends Steve and Christy Stricker and their oldest son, Steven. And so finding a vehicle where we could all sort of fit into it was something that didn't work. So all of that aside, we decided to go without a car. So there were some things that a car is perfect for that we just didn't have time for. But we basically did sort of a loop where we flew in and out of Dublin and were able to spend time there on both ends of the trip. Of course, the first couple days we were there, we did Christchurch Cathedral. We were able to go to a service there, which was a big thing for us. We did Trinity College, which has the Book of Kells, which is a very old historical piece that I recommend seeing. Of course, an historical walking tour of Dublin. But we were also, while we were there, able to get out and do Newgrange, which you talked about. Newgrange is a burial mound dating to 3200 BC. So it's older than Stonehenge and all of that. It was a really cool experience. And the Hill of Tara, I don't know if that was on your list, is another spot where a lot of the kings of Ireland over the years have been, it's another burial area and dating back to 2500 BC. So serious history buff opportunities there. Once we were done in that part of the country, we took the train to Galway, actually, and were able to take some day trips to Connemara. We went to that part of Ireland. I know that your favorite movie, or one of your favorite movies, was filmed there.
The Quiet Man.
The Quiet Man, and so there are some. I know I need to watch that. Maybe tonight's the night since it's St. Patrick's Day. So, and we were also able to take a day trip down to see the Cliffs of Moher from Galway as well. So it was nice spending some time on the western side of the country. When we also got to spend a day going to the Aran Islands, specifically to Inishmore, which is very remote. They still speak Gaelic there. Inishmore is the largest of the Aran Islands. You basically you can't get there from here. So you had to take a ferry on very rough seas. Somewhere I got a great video of Stephanie just like, we weren't even sure we were going to be able to make it out there, but it was an amazing look at that part of the world, and able to get some authentic wool sweaters from Kilronan and Inishmore. So also an amazing experience. And after we spent some time in the western part of Ireland, like I said, we didn't get to go down to Ring of Kerry and Dingle, but we took the train back to Dublin. We're able to do some things like Kilmainham Jail, which in that walking tour we did the post office you mentioned, and that historical tour, part of the tour, and of course we did the Guinness Storehouse experience, which was amazing. We were able to take a something called the Connoisseur experience, where we went back with just about 8 other people and spent literally like an hour and a half learning a deep history, and then also how to pour a proper pint of Guinness, which was amazing. So like I said, we had quite a few of your highlights, but there's plenty more for us to do when we go back, and I know I would love to go back. So it's a spot that I would recommend anyone go to. Of course, the tourist season is summertime. The days are longest there. When we went in November, the days were getting kind of short, so it was really only light from about 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. So you really have to plan your days out too. That's another reason we maybe didn't get to do quite as much as we wanted, but it's not as busy, So anyway, that's some highlights from our trip there. That was in 2016. It seems like just yesterday, but.
Oh, it sounds amazing, Paul. Thanks for sharing your trip. And I've got to go. I still have not been yet. And it's on my bucket list to go to Ireland and spend at least a week there. I'm sure I'll miss a lot with a vacation that short, but it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So, and listen, guys, obviously it's tough right now with the coronavirus out there to even think about travel sometimes, but we encourage you to do it because it's not going to be around forever. This is going to blow over soon, not necessarily right away. I don't want to misspeak here, but it will be over. We will get through this, and then travel will pick up again, and we'll be here waiting for you guys to help make your dreams come true. So there's no hurt in dreaming about these great places right now. As for St. Paddy's Day, unfortunately, I'm going to be staying in tonight. I've got some shepherd's pie getting ready to pop in the oven as we speak. Paul, do you got anything planned for tonight? Staying inside?
Just staying inside, and I don't even have the supplies to make an Irish meal. I do plan on having some Jameson and maybe watching The Quiet Man. What we are going to do is we're already committed to doing a makeup St. Patrick's Day. So when we can in a couple months, we're going to do that. Because Steph and I both have a fair amount of Irish blood. So we got to partake in that when we get a chance to make up. But I just wanted to echo what you say. I couldn't agree more. Now is the time more than ever to think about travel, to dream about what we want to do when we do get through this. Regardless of when that is, we will get through it. And we just want to continue to bring you fun travel talk in this time to keep you dreaming. So,
all right.
Right.
So just want to say, everybody, thanks for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, please give us a like. And if you have anybody who likes to travel right now or wants to, learn about some things to do or what's going on in the travel industry, go ahead and share our videos here. Feel free. If you're watching on Facebook, the Facebook group, we post this both on our page and our group. So if you're in the group, go over to our page and you can share it there. Also, give us a like, give us a comment, shoot us, let us know we're doing a good job. And then tune in every Tuesday right around 5:30. We'll do it again and again. But thanks again for tuning in. And we will see you guys soon.
Stay well, stay healthy. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.